over here, just over here, in this. You want to make sure you're getting it in exactly the right spot. And then we do need to go straight down. We have hue we got. So let's see what kind of hue we got. More fun colors. Does that sound good to you? Okay. A really nice lash with a lot of definition. We can just separate them just a little bit. Okay. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for agreeing to be our model today. I'm glad you were able to make it in this evening. So, how are you doing? It's been a long day. I completely understand. Well, the good news is that you're just going to be sitting back and relaxing, and my apprentice, Bryn, and I will be doing all the work, okay? All right. So I'm mostly going to be teaching Bryn how we do things at our makeup clinic here. And we really appreciate, again, you agreeing to be our model and helping us out with this training session today. Okay. All right. So you just go ahead, sit back and relax, and we are going to get started with training. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Okay. So, Bryn, when a client comes in and we're preparing to do their makeup, the first thing that we really need to do is check them into the system, okay? So, what we'll do is, I don't like to take the time to go all the way back to the computer, so I like to take their information down on a piece of paper, and then we can record it into our system later, okay? Okay. So there's just really a few pieces of details that we will need from the client. Okay, so to get started, what is your first name? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you could just number it just like this, okay. And last name? Great. And let's see, you're here for the 9 p.m. appointment. Okay. And then we always want to ask what they're getting ready for, what we're doing their makeup for. That way we have a good idea of what direction to go, okay? So what kind of makeup are we doing for you this evening? Okay. So you have a bachelorette party later tonight. Sounds like a late one. Okay. Is there a theme? Sounds amazing. So what will the primary colors be? Okay, so it sounds like a lot of blues and blacks. It's pretty versatile. And then, Bryn, we like to make sure we understand what outfit they're wearing so we can coordinate the color scheme. Okay. All right. And what outfit will you be wearing this evening? What colors? Okay. So you'll have a blue, a navy blue top. Okay. And you'll have gray. Okay. And then black boots. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. So, Bryn, those are all the details that we'll need. Do you see everything that I've written down here? We have this one, and this one are truly the most important of the details, okay? All right, great. Okay, so then you can just put this notebook down, and we will move on to the next step, okay? All right, so before we do anything else, we need to clean our hands. Cleanliness is of the utmost importance to us, so we're going to take this see that our client's hair is down, we will not be able to do the makeup properly if any hair is in the face. So we are going to need to get the hair out of the way. So the first thing I like to do to make sure that we can still see the root color of the hair. The root color is very, very important because the root color right here along the forehead is actually a determining factor when we decide what color scheme we're going to go with, okay? As you can see right here, the root is a little bit different than this blonde part, okay? It's a little bit warmer and darker, okay? Okay, so we want to very carefully, we want to very carefully part the hair right at the forehead. Take it up, just take it up, take it up. That way we have a great section. Okay, see here. So if you look right here, we have a great section, okay, to help get the hair out of her face. And then we are going to put this around you, just kind of around the back, so we can hold your hair back, okay? And I promise this material will not put any kind of dents or creases or anything like that in your hair, okay? Alright, perfect. Okay, great. Alright. Get it all the way back. Okay. The hair is back. So now we have a very clear field of vision right here, and we can see all aspects of the client's face. Okay, how are you doing? Okay, good. Yeah, most clients do find this to be very relaxing. Okay. All right. So before we get started with anything, we do need to cleanse the skin so we can properly assess the colors. Okay. So I'm going to take get one of these cloths. So I'll take this cloth and we want to spread out the cloth, okay? Make sure it's all spread out. And then we are going to make sure we wipe the oils back away from the face, okay? So we're going to start at the nose and we will wipe, and then this side of the face. Gotta get right here on the nose, wipe away the oils. Okay, now gotta get the forehead. Okay. Perfect, okay. And don't forget the chin as well. Okay, so now that her skin is clean, we're going to move on to the next step. Now, many people jump right into the skin prep. We are actually going to analyze the skin first. That's part of the process here, okay? So, we want to check the skin for any discoloration. That way, scoot up a little closer to you if that's okay. So we're going to check the skin for any discoloration. That way we know how to properly cover and conceal it, okay? Now, as strange as it sounds, we do have a special lens that we use to help us see the coloring in the skin a little bit better. So what we do is we're just going to place this lens kind of over the facial area. You can close your eyes during this part if you would like. And then we will take our flashlight to inspect the different parts of the skin, okay? So I'm sorry if this is a little bit bright. So we'll take this, and the first thing we're going to do is analyze where any discoloration, melasma, sun damage might be. So we will first take a look at the forehead area. Okay. Now, the forehead here is remarkably, you can see it in here a little bit more, Britt. I'll stand up for you. So the forehead right here is remarkably, right here, it's remarkably clear. Okay. Now, as we come down to the cheek area, we shine this light. It will highlight any acne scarring, discoloration. Okay. Right. You can see a little. So you can see right here, right here, right here. You can see just a little bit of the area of sun and acne. Just a little evidence of that. Not too bad. Very normal. Okay. Alright, I'm going to turn the light off now. Take this lens away. And things should look relatively normal again. Alright. So, Bryn, you can see that the forehead area remarkably clear. Not a freckle, not a spot on it. Okay. This will be a very easy place to apply the makeup, a great canvas. Now, on the left quadrant over here, you can see on the cheek just a hint of sun damage, not too bad, just a hint right here. And then here on the right lower quadrant on the chin area, right here, we do see evidence of a little bit of acne scarring. Okay. So we'll take all of this into account when we conceal and cover up. Okay. All right. Brent, do you have any questions so far? Yeah, it's a very important detail. A lot of people don't cover that aspect of it. Okay. Oh, you're doing very well. Okay. All right. So now, before moving on, we are actually, since we did see just a hint of the acne scarring down here, we are going to use this pore cleansing tool, just to get a little bit of the pores clean, and that can kind of remove any of the gunk which can cause discoloration too, okay? So you can see at the end of this tool, there's a button here. If you press it once, it's the low mode, 2 times it's high mode, okay? We'll just do low mode. This doesn't hurt at all, okay? I will hold the skin taut while I run this over your chin, okay? So we just press this button. Alright, we're going to go over your chin. Okay. Good, hold the skin taut. Okay, move over here a little. Perfect. Okay. Okay, great. So again, you can see the redness that is there right now is going to calm down in minutes. It'll be very, very quick. Alright, now we are going to apply just a little bit of lotion, a little bit of cream, just to moisturize. It's non-comedogenic, so this way we will be sure not to clog any pores. Okay, just put a little bit. So we really just need a very, very small amount. Okay, gonna get this. Okay, so we're gonna rub it on the cheeks. We kind of like to dab it in. Okay. So when you do this, and when you come down to the chin, we really like to dab it in so it is applied evenly, okay? So we'll just dab, 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 dab. Very good. Dab on the cheeks up here. This cheek. Okay, get around the orbital bone. Okay, around the orbital bone. Okay, and a little bit on the forehead, but we really don't need much on the forehead there, okay? Okay, we'll just blend this in. That looks wonderful. Okay. Alright, can you see how that really decreased the redness and increased the hydration in the skin? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, especially right here. Okay. Alright. Fantastic. Fantastic. Your hair is just getting a little bit. Here, let me get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Alright. Okay, perfect. Okay. Alright, now her canvas is pretty much set, so we can get started on the color matching to make sure we have the right foundation. Okay. So, we are going to take our color wheel. Now, it is very important to note the colors that the outfit is going to be. She said navy and black and gray, and also to take into account the eye color, the hair color, and the skin tone. Okay, so it can be a lot, but I think that you'll find once you get used to it, it's not so bad. Alright, let's take this off. Alright, so we know that, let's see here, we know that we will be wearing something in the blue field, probably more in this navy area, okay? Now, interestingly, the eye color is just over here, in this green and yellow realm. Right here. So it's a pretty good match for the eye colors right here. Okay, very good. And then we know the hair color is a blonde. And the skin tone does tend to favor a bit more of the cooler tones. Okay. So, since we know we are working in this area and this area, we then can trace some of the complementary colors over a little bit more. Let's spin this so we're in the middle here, into the blue-green area. We know we're going to be coming over a little bit more into this section up here, which, let me turn this around here. Excuse me. Okay. So, it's going to actually lead us into these two sections over here, okay? So this is more the skin tone, and then these are some of the colors that will be quite nice, really. Quite nice. Some of the purples and the pinks that will actually go quite nicely with the hair color, the skin color, and the eye color as well, okay? Bryn, do you have any questions about how we came to this conclusion? Common question. So as you can actually see on the back, we are working with how we're going to add different colors in. So you can see it says if you're adding blues, adding violets and things like that, how it's all going to kind of interact together kind of right down here. Okay. So that's the gist of it, and we can cover the science of this a little bit later when the So I have a good idea of base color, contouring color, lip color. Wow, we will shade your brows. Okay. We have a very good idea of what we'll do moving forward, okay? So just sit back and relax, and now we're into the makeup side of things. All right. So what I would like to do first is we are actually going to take this, and this is a mineral-based product that will help to hide any discoloration. So as you can see, down here on the chin there was a little bit of redness from acne. We're going to counteract that with some green. Okay. And we had just a little bit up here of the sun damage. So I think we're actually going to cover that a little bit more strongly so that the foundation will be sure to truly take care of that aspect. Okay. Okay, great. Perfect. All right. Let's open this up. And we will take a brush. And the first part that we're going to do, Bren, is this part right down here with the acne marks. And again, not bad at all. Very, very common. Just take a little bit of the green. You can see the pigmentation is quite significant, so we just need a tiny, tiny bit, okay? Right, so what we will do is pull the client's skin taut and begin to dab near the chin area. Very delicately, and you don't need much. But do make sure that you're really getting that area and anything surrounding that, even a hint of redness. Okay. You want to kind of have this method where you're going down like this, and then we can blend. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pretty good. All right. And then we will be taking a more peachy tone. To simply cover the sun damage. Okay, it's just right here in the left quadrant. Okay, so we're just going to again dab just a little bit. I'm gonna dab here just a little bit. Okay, perfect. And again, we do like the method of kind of taking the brush and having it go down. Okay. That looks great. Now that we have that, we do want to take the sponge, and just blend it in just a little bit. Okay. Alright, wonderful. Okay. So we're going to just blend it in. The coverage will remain. The coverage will absolutely remain. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to blend this in a bit. Okay, looks perfect. Alright, so now that we have covered and concealed some of our just little slight, just like to call them my little knickknacks. We've covered some of our little knickknacks. We're then going to move on to the next step, which is actually a very small step that has to be done prior to applying the main foundation. And that is going to be, if you can see right here on the upper lip, there's just ever so slight tiny peach fuzz. So when we remove that from the upper lip and when we remove that from the cheeks, the makeup will be applied much more seamlessly, okay? This doesn't hurt at all. So we will take this. It's just razor, very gentle little razor. Take off this cap. Okay. And we're going to start and we're going to go in a downward motion, okay? So we're going to again hold the client's skin taut and then just go in a downward motion. Perfect, it comes off so easily. Move over to this other side. Would you like to try? Okay, yeah, you can just hold it. And then you're going to come over here to this left cheek over here. Very good. You're doing a great job. Yeah, I recommend going down just a little bit more. Okay, yes, wonderful. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so now we are going to do the right cheek. Going in a downward motion. And you can see already how much smoother that makes the canvas to apply the foundation to. Okay. All right, perfect. The reason you don't do it before the concealer is the concealer actually sometimes can use the peach fuzz to congeal and hide any imperfections a little bit better, as strange as that sounds. Okay. All right. Okay, so the foundation, like we said, is just incredibly smooth and ready for the next step. Okay. All right. So for the next step, we are going to be looking at foundation colors. And I think that this one for her base tone is pretty much the right color. So this is great for the base tone. It's matte, which is perfect because we can build on top of that. So it's a matte, it's matte, it's matte. And this will allow us to do contouring around the cheekbones here a little bit too. And we don't need much. The facial structure of the client is really quite nice. Okay. So we'll take a little bit of this foundation and we are then going to take it and let's see here actually. I'm going to apply it with this brush, interestingly. So we're just going to take a little bit here, kind of get it right here on the brush. This foundation is quite pigmented, so we don't need to worry about it not shining through. All right, so we're going to dab a little bit and then kind of blend it in. Okay. So we will start at this upper edge of the forehead area. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go like this. Perfect. Okay, and then we'll come down here to the cheek area. Wonderful. We really want to keep the strokes going outward, and we will blend it in later. Okay, so the cheeks. Coming down to the chin area, then we'll get this cheek area over here, and then we do need to go straight down the nose as well. Okay, now comes for the blending part. So we will take our little blender, and we're going to blending all over. Okay, perfect. Yes, make sure we get over in this quadrant just a little bit more. Blend over here just a little bit more. Okay, I like what I'm seeing here. Wonderful. Okay, you can see how that's a very clean blend. It looks very smooth and nice. All right, so we have that aspect of it done. Now we are going to work on the contouring a smidge. Like I said, she really doesn't need much. We're lucky when the clients don't need much. All right, but we do have this contour stick this end is a little bit more deep. This end is a little bit more of the highlighting aspect. Okay, so we have both of these options to choose from. So we will start with the deeper end. Okay, and the first thing we'll do is just put two very thin lines down the edges of the client's nose. Okay, so here we go. You want to make sure you're getting it in exactly the right spot. That looks pretty good. And then we'll go up here, just around the forehead area. We'll come down below the cheekbone down here. And this cheekbone. Just a little below the chin. Alright, now we will need to go to the highlighter area. And this highlighter is going to be going just on the cheeks, on the nose, chin, and upper lip, okay? So we'll start with just the nose, just a little bit there. Just a little bit on the upper lip. Just a little bit on the cheeks. A little on this cheek. And then even just a little on the outer orbital bone here. A little on the outer orbital bone. Alright. That really does look fantastic. You can see that we got the lining absolutely correct. And now we do need to blend that in. Of course, we're not going to leave that as is. So we're going to blend it in. Okay. Just a little bit here. That looks really, really good. You can see how it's creating that shadow kind of right here. Bringing it up a little bit. The shadow's kind of coming perfect. Alright. Okay, and like we were saying, it looks flawless. The blending really helps to make it look flawless. So now we're going to need to apply the powder to really set everything in, okay? So we will use this tone, this powder tone. Okay, we're going to use this powder tone, You can see the color there on the side, okay? It's going to be perfect for you. Just open the lid. Alright, so for the powder, try to get that off the side a little bit. Again, this is mineral based. Just get a little on the brush here. And then I like to dab it so we don't get too much, okay? Don't want too much. Alright, so we're just going to kind of dab it on. Get on the cheeks, down the nose, chin, forehead, cheeks. Okay, perfect. It really does help to absorb oil and give that matte finish, okay? Alright, so again, we will need to blend, so let's blend that in. Alright, let's just blend it in. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to actually do the lip color before I do the eye color, for a particular reason, okay? So, where is my lip? Color? See, it's over here. This matte lip wear, and it lasts so long, so it will really stay true and stay put during the bachelorette party this evening, okay? So let's take a look and see what colors we have that might complement her. So, quite a few different colors here, as you can see. Now, for a bachelorette party with her coloring, we can definitely take some risks, okay? We don't have to stay with the safe, deeper, darker colors now. So what we're going to do is we will take our lip brush and we are going to see which lip colors are really going to highlight best for her. Now, where is my, let me grab my board. So, I have a comparison board. And what I like to do on the comparison board is to have streaks of different lip color, and we can compare them to see what will look best on our client, okay? Alright, so like I said, I don't think we don't have to play it particularly safe. So I'd like to go for a rather bold pink, okay? A rather bold pink. I'm almost thinking this one right here. This one right here. Let's give it a try. We'll put it on the board. Just see what it looks like. So let's take a look. You can see it is quite pigmented. It's quite pigmented. Alright. So that was our pink, so we'll put it on the board. And here we go. Alright, so you get a good idea of what color we're working with, okay? And I do actually really like this color. But we do need to compare it with a few others. So, since we don't need to play it safe, let's go ahead and try an orange. Just something totally out of the ordinary. This could work quite nicely with your eyes. So let's just see what happens. This isn't something we would normally go for. But you never know. Sometimes colors surprise you. So let's compare that here. Alright. Comparing that here. So now you can see the different hues throughout. And then we'll compare. Let me wipe off my brush. We will likely compare just one more, and then we'll be able to decide out of the three which one is the best suited for our client. Okay. Alright, wipe this off. Alright. So we've had an orange tone. We've had a pink tone. And maybe now we should try. We don't want to play it too safe though. This one is a little bit more red. Let's try this one up in the corner. Let's see what kind of hue we get. Actually, this color right here is quite nice. Let's see what hue we get from this one. We do want to make sure we have the absolute best for you. Okay. Let's go here. Ooh. Okay. Now, my opinion is with a navy in the theme, I truly believe that this one will just work so well and complement so well the eyes, the hair, the outfit. Okay, what do you think? Yeah, I really think it's going to be this one. Gently apply this to your lips, making sure we don't go out of the lines. A lot of people like to line their lips outside of the lines. I'm personally not a big fan of the unnatural look myself. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. And again, this is more of a lip stain, so it will stay with you all night, okay? Alright, yeah, so that looks really good. we have the lip color down. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the eyes, alright? So the first thing we will do is I'm going to, no, the first thing I'm going to do is put the eye color on. Now, I do have two different palettes here. However, this one's too safe. This one's too, I'm going to the office. We definitely want to take a look at the more fun colors. Does that sound good to you? Alright, so let's open this bad boy up. And, alright, so there are a few right away that I think would probably look good. So we can see that we have this sparkly blue one right here. Could definitely do something nice. Because we have the navy and all of that. Let's see, what other colors? I mean, yellow technically would go with everything. However, I don't know if that is as bold. You don't know if you want to go that bold. Even a purple could go. Even maybe a deep purple. Ooh, or we could bring in some of this more sparkly. I think let's go with the gut instinct. I think I'm going to do blue with a little bit, just a hint of this orange color, just basically lining around your eyeliner area, just to give it a little bit of a pop. Okay. All right. So let's take this blue and let's see how pigmented it is. Okay, yeah, that's really kind of gorgeous because it pulls in a blue and a gray, which is going to go with her eyes, her outfit, and everything. So I think that'll be perfect. Let me get someone here. Okay, please close your eyes for me. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put this on. Just a little dusting, and then put this on. Okay, over here. Again, just a little bit of a dusting. Okay. Blend it in. Okay. Alright, and then this. We are going to wipe this off a little bit. Alright, great. So now we're going to take this color and just, again, just highlight, give that a little bit of a pop, because it actually sort of matches the color that's in your iris, close to your pupil. All right, so let's see. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. All right, so look at me. Okay, we're just gonna go right here along the bottom. Beautiful. This way. This way, this way, this way. Yeah, let me get a little bit of this way. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, we are going to do some eyeliner here. Open this up. Okay, we're going to do some eyeliner, so we're going to pull the skin taut, Bryn. Okay, so pull this part taut, and we're going to apply it right there on the lash line. Other side, evenly. Apply it right there on the lash line. And you'll notice that one fell swoop typically is the best policy. You will get the straightest and most even line that way, okay? Alright. Okay. Now, we are going to curl the lashes. So go ahead and look right at me. Okay, let's do this eye again. Perfect. Okay, and this eye. Now, we are going to be applying false eyelashes for you this evening. Before we do that, though, I do want to administer some eye drops to make sure any of the redness gets out of your eyes. That'll be a little too tricky to do once your lashes are on, okay? So we're going to pull your eyelashes up and just look up for me. This will be quicker than you even know. Okay, good. Blink your eyes for me. Blink your eyes for me. Okay. All right, now we'll go over to this side. Look up for me. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right, great. Okay. Now we do have these dramatic lashes that I've chosen for you for this evening. Okay. They're a really nice lash with a lot of definition. And so we'll be applying these for you. Okay. Take this one off. Alright, if you could close your eyes for me and then I will apply the lashes. Okay. We'll start with your left eye. Alright. Okay. Put it right on the eyeliner line. Right there on the eyeliner line. Perfect. Perfect. Let me make sure they are in place. Perfect. Okay. And now we'll do this one. Close your eyes for me. Let's get your right eye here. Okay. Perfect. These look beautiful on you. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yes. Let me just make sure I just separate them a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. We can just separate them just a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. That looks fantastic. And then we are also going to take your brows and make sure that they are in place, okay? So we are going to brush your brows out a little bit. This little doodad here. Brush your brows, brush your brows, brush your brows. Okay. Now brush out your right brow. Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay. And then I'm going to take this piece right here, and this will help to, it's kind of like a wax. It's going to keep your brows in place, okay? All right, so look at me. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, make sure we get everything. We brush this one out again. Okay. Alright, that looks really good. Alright, let me just make sure everything else looks fabulous. Alright, do you have any questions? Okay. Britt, do you have any questions particularly about the lash application? Okay. Yeah, we can kind of cover those details later. Okay. Well, have a wonderful time at your bachelorette party. I think you look amazing. And your makeup should hold all through the night.